In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smiling. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Good morning to the rest of the world. This is your girl, REESE Cup. You know what? Let me start that over. I ain't like how I said that. Good morning to the DMV and the rest of the world. It's your girl, REESE Cup, aka the best that ever did it. Now that's how you do a morning introductory. Okay, that is what I'm talking about right there. How y'all doing today? I hope your Tuesday is great. Today on the Morning Mac Show is the Turn Up Tuesday, and I do have a couple of topics and a couple of things and a couple of stuff that I want to talk about and share with y'all. I do have some videos, but I'm not alone here. So today, joining me today, of course, you know Molly, my super producer. He's with me every day because he make things happen in the back. You know, he got a 99 jobs out there. I love my man Molly. But my guest in the studio with me today will also be the lovely Blue Phoenix. Whenever she arrives, whenever she get in, she'll be here as well today. For Turn Up Tuesday, I always say Turn Up Tuesday is my day because that's the day that we go down to bar 210 and I get a chance to work out my open mic and my improv skills. You love it. I love the improv. So you guys come on out tonight, Turn Up Tuesday, bar 210. Doors open at 8, showtime's 8:30. It's a free open mic. So if you have a talent, you have some spoken word, or you have some jokes that you want to get off your chest and do some work on stage, come through. I'm going to give you the opportunity to shine, to do your thing, to sharpen your knives. And then, of course, the comedians come in and they test out new material, and, you know, the crowd be bumping like that. And it also gives you a chance to work on your improvisational skills, thinking on your feet quick, thinking outside the box. That's awesome. That is always fun. People, if you mention my name, guess what? You get it free. People, if you mention my name, you get $5 taco special and $5 tequilas. Margaritas. Tequila is what goes in the margarita. Okay, got you. So you get $5 margaritas and $5 tacos. Miss Shirley be in the back cooking them tacos up. So y'all want to come down to bar 210 tonight. That's on 210, which is Indian Head Highway. Get on Indian Head Highway and go straight down. So you'll see it, bar 210. The exact address, I'm not sure. Look it up. But all I know, you get on Indian Head, come down there. DM me. You know, I'm going to be there. Michelle Pucciarelli going to be there. Hopefully a lot of the regular other comedians going to be there. But I know these two's going to be there tonight. Yes. All right. That's house cleaner, had to get that out the way, had to get my spot a shot out, right? So today I want to talk about something that I saw on the news, right? And I was thinking about this thing and it had me perplexed. So yesterday on the news, there is an equation, I'll say it like that is supposed to help you live a good life and debt free. Now check this out. This is what they say. It's 30, 40, 30. Have y'all, any of y'all out there heard of the 30, 40, 30 thing? I'll give you guys some time to wait to come on in, to see what the 30, 40, 30. I'm going to break it down. I'm going to tell you what it is. And I'm going to tell you why it won't work for the average person. It's good in theory, and that's just about it. But if they're using this equation to actually trying to do something for some people or somebody, it ain't going to work because you got the wrong one. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay, the 30, 40, 30 is this. They said this is how you're supposed to take your paycheck, and this is how you're supposed to live. They kick me if I'm wrong. They say 30% go for the past. That means bills you have already accumulated. Okay? 40% go for the now. That's the bills you have to pay now. And another 30% goes to your future. That's your 401k, 301b, all those cafeteria plans that you have your savings to live off of when you retire. Okay? That's ludicrous. It's a good idea on paper. Not unless your ass live at home with your parents. That's the only way you're going to do the 30, 40, 30. Because as you living at home, you take the paycheck and you can pay the old bills, get caught up. And then you living at home, that means you can pay your car note and stuff, what you got now. Because most people rent is more than 40% of their take-home pay. Most people rent, okay? And then the other 30, who got other 30 to save? You forget the 28% that Uncle Sam's going to take away from you. You forget that. So after you take that 28% that Uncle Sam is going to take away from you, then most people pay more than 50% of their income in mortgages and in rent. Okay, so that's 28 and 30 right there. That's 78%, leaving you with only 22% now. See, so it's like 10% go for the bills that you're trying to pay, or well, actually 12 that you're trying to catch up on, because it impacts your credit for your now, and your now impacts your credit for your future. You ain't going to be able to save 30% of your, every time you get paid on your check for the future. You ain't going to be able to take 30% of your check every time you get paid and put it on your past bills. And you're not going to be able to take 40% of your check to pay your rents. Because like I said, most people rent and mortgage is 18, 24. Okay? Come on, let's keep it real now, people. Let's keep that equation real. And not unless you at home living off your parents. That's the only way that's going to work. Now, here's what I tell my grown adult that's living at home. I'm just a cushion for now. I am not a stumbling block. I am a stepping stone. Okay? Get your butt a job where you can save your money to pay off the bills that you owe and to save some money so you can get out my house. Now, I'm not saying that you can't ever come back, but you do got to get yourself together so you can leave the nest, prepare yourself. You know what I mean? So that's the only way that 30, 40, 30 is going to work. I said that's totally ludicrous because you running a household. That is crazy. And I told my son, while you home, get you a car, pay your car note off, pay on your bills while you here. You need a car before you move out. And when you move, make sure you get you a townhome or a house. You don't have to move into an apartment. Save up your money. Get your credit right by paying off your old bills. So when you leave my nest, you can go and have a nest of your own that you already invested in. Okay? Get some equity. Sorry. I'm getting tongue-tied. Get that equity growing in that property that you invest. You know what I'm saying? So when you leave my house, you could buy you a house of your own. and save up and build on your own. Now, I'm not saying that if you ever fall on times that you won't be able to come back home, but you need to get yourself together to leave home because mommy ain't always going to be there. So you got to prepare a nest for yourself somewhere else.
Well, hey, Reese. Hey.
Good
I
morning.
like
Good
this
morning.
conversation. I like this I was on the train, so I couldn't jump in, but I like this conversation because this is something I'm trying to prepare my children for. My oldest will be 21 in October, and I'm, teaching him different things. But I also tell my children, like, you don't need to leave home. I'd rather you be home and save your money and learn about budgeting and learn how to save and learn how to purchase your food and how to, get your credit straight or build credit because they don't have credit. But, these different things because especially in the Black community, we're
Yeah.
used to kicking our children out at 18. You got to get out. You got to do this. You got to do that. And you're not grown at 18. You don't know. I had a whole child at 18 and I still wasn't grown.
You
I
need
was
your.
working. I was taking care of my business. I was paying bills, but I was still a child. You don't know anything. You're stupid. Let me just say, like, you're stupid until you're 25. If you take them years from 18 to 25 to do something, if you done took your years from 18 to 25, played around and they do nothing, you're still stupid. You have to, but it's true. It's important as a parent or as parents to instill in your children either what you learned or what you didn't learn and you learned as an adult. I'm very keen on not having people suffer unnecessarily. If you can teach your children or those around you something that they don't have to learn the hard way, why not do it? Some people feel like, well, I had to suffer, I had to do this, you had to do. No, why do you want people to have to go through what you went through? Teach them now. And if they are hard headed and go against what you teach them, then that's on them. That's
And the
on
most
them.
of them are. The
And,
most of
well,
them are
yeah, but
very
that's guess
hard.
what? I'm going to give you a fair shot to know before you have to bump your head. If you got to bump your head, I love you, but I'm not going to help you get up. I might give you a bandage. I'm going to clean you up, but you got to fix your mess because I taught you and I've shown you. And I want you to go out here and be right. And you don't have to leave until you are absolutely ready. And even then, I'm going to help you do that. If I know you're serious and you're saving money and you're doing things to get it together, I'm going to make sure I save some money because I want you to be able to leave with cushion.
And be able to stay in and not have to come back because my house is not a revolving door. This is not a 7-Eleven. This is not a Mel's Diner. Once you out, just get out there and do what you need to do.
Yeah, but then
And
if
if
they
you
if they
fall on
need
hard
to,
times, it's
if they
okay.
need to, you know what I'm saying, that's different.
But hopefully they get out there and love their independence so bad that they don't want to. Because whenever you live with somebody, there's rules. Like I tell my son, there's always rules you got to follow when you're living with somebody. That's why it's important that you go out there and get your own. Then you can do what you want and set your rules. Because you're going to have rules too, son. And I tell him that,
That's true.
you know, tell him you got to be prepared yourself for the world. This world takes everything from you. Takes everything and it don't owe you nothing.
Sure don't.
Okay, so they got to get that. I was before you came in. I was telling the people about on the news. They're telling people this is the equation that you're supposed to go by to live a comfortable life: 30, 40,
Oh no,
30.
I heard you. I heard it.
I
And
said
this
that's
is
some
what
bull.
their expectations are. But if you're not making that money or you're not able to go off that scale, then
What?
they'll either label you irresponsible or you're being lazy or and it's not always like that. People work hard. People work too hard sometimes and they still are not able to come up with what they need. They're barely making ends meet. They'll pay their bills, but what's left? And so
But you know why? Because everything's going up but your check. Let me tell you something. That little raise that we got, the people that's disabled in retirement, that 8.9 whatever, that's not nothing when inflation is 10 point something.
right.
So the raise we didn't even come up to inflation. The raise they raise with one hand and take away with another hand.
Oh
That is
yeah.
our government. That is our system. I don't know what y'all gonna do, but I'm getting ready to go over there in the Ukraine and sign up for some benefits. Who coming with me? Who could
I ain't
look?
going no Ukraine.
Look, Biden. Look, I said Bush. Biden said that he's going to go over there. He's going to give them money for education, money for school. He's going to give them a pension so that they have some money in their pocket and getting them jobs. He's going to help them relocate See, you go over there in Ukraine, you wait in the line till they send you someplace else, and they're gonna hook you up with everything you need.
Yeah, but I guarantee you won't be able to get citizenship as easy as you would here.
No, because of this, because of my hue. That's why I'm not. If that's the case, other countries would be further along because America
Right.
would be offer them aid. But certain countries, if you certain colors, you don't get that help. You don't get that. We see it, America. We see it with our own eyes. Y'all gotta wake up, please. And I wanted to say they're talking about China, possibly in bed with Russia. We already know that's a done deal. And the only reason why they're talking about it because it's happening. We don't know stuff until past tense. We don't know stuff until it's already happened. Y'all, come on. People gotta wake up. I don't know what this election is coming to. I don't know what's going to happen or any of that stuff. Weezy, what you think about that? Weezy?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I was saying, what you think about what I was talking about?
Oh Lord, I'm sorry. I had to come up in the building, so I missed a little bit. If you don't mind, can you repeat what you said?
I was saying that they're talking about in the news that China may be allied to Russia. China always been an ally to Russia. That they may be in this war helping Russia out. They always been. America got to wake up because now we don't know about stuff until after it happened in the past tense. The same way now they're saying that the flu, that a COVID came from China. That's what they've been saying from the whole beginning. Who didn't know that it didn't come from there? It didn't come from a lab. Who didn't know that it was man-made? When it first came out, when Trump was in office, he told y'all what it was and joked about it, called it the Hong Kong flu, and said it would not reach over here. If people go back and look at the news clip, they said it. So now, why are they saying this again? That it was a man-made something and something. Why are they bringing that up again? Because we already knew that, right?
Yeah, but all that is a distraction, and like you said, they've always been in cahoots. And even us here, we're in cahoots with everybody that we claim is against us or not allies. Or they all work together. They all work
Sure
together,
do.
and they just try to make one look scarier than the other. Try to make it seem like we're the victims, when in fact we're the one who orchestrated all the nonsense for the most part.
And when she say we, she mean our government people.
Yeah,
She don't
yeah,
mean us per se. So
the
I don't
government,
want people to say black people
the,
ain't did it.
the ununited state.
Right. The ununited front, the united front states. That's what it should be because everybody fronting, everybody capping. Like Flavor Flav said, they lamping, they cold lamping.
Uh-huh.
That's like I went back there. I have a video that I want to share, and I would like to get you all's reaction to this video. Molly, can you roll the tape, please?
And me, I'm 56 years old.
Damn. I'm sorry. Because it was a thought. No, seriously, it was a thought. It was a thought, and I blurted it out. I did not mean it that way.
I'm fine.
Okay, but just understand, I didn't mean it the way it came out.
We'll take a poll on how you meant it with people here later after the show's over. But
I can sit up here and honestly say, buddy, that was from a place of love.
Got it.
Like, damn. Damn.
You didn't. If we could play it back right now,
play it back.
These are two different dams.
Play it back in slow motion.
There wasn't no.
I said.
There was no like. Wow.
I said, damn.
No, you said the word damn. Do you want me to tell you how you said it?
I know how I said it, Don.
Do you want me to say it back to you how I think you said it?
Go ahead.
Damn.
Not true.
Fam.
Not true.
Fam.
I said,
Kevin.
I said, damn it.
Each time you said it, now it's gotten quieter and quieter. I could barely hear you that last time when you. And me, I'm 56 years old.
Damn.
Kevin Hart is so crazy.
Kevin Hart is so crazy, but Kevin Hart is a representation of a lot, not all. I'm not saying all, because I would never put all of us in the basket together. A lot of how people look at people older than them. And Don Cheadle, 56 is not old. When has that
he's such an amazing
became
person.
the old age. He can't even retire. You can't retire till you're 65. So when did that become, that, and how society looks at us like that's a bad thing? Kevin Hart did not mean that in good intentions.
For men,
it didn't sound like, put it like that. It did not sound like he had good intentions. I don't know what his intention was. I don't even think Kevin know what his intentions was.
But you do know that men, to get up in their age is kind of unexpected, especially black men. They don't live past a certain time because either of health or their life been taken or something of that matter. And so it's a shock. I guess he didn't realize how old he was. People react in different ways. Kevin Hart is crazy. But Don Cheadle, I love Don Cheadle.
I do too.
But it's like, it was offensive to Don. And Kevin, it was just such a automatic response. I don't even know if you should be mad with him, But the thing is, hearing a man, or particularly an indigenous black man, say that he's 56 should be something to celebrate. We tend to not do that because we're not used to hearing a man of that age, a successful man that age. We need to start celebrating that because we used to, used to go old. There's a lot of black men that are old, that are made it to their 90s and their hundreds, but we don't hear that often.
Well, he didn't have to express. See, being and you're hosting something, sometimes we have to keep our feelings and our act and our reactions under wraps. Everybody be like, "Oh, Reese, you looking down at your phone?" Because I'm sending it to people because I want you guys to come in to like, comment, and share, but also send it to other people. If you send it to the other people, then I don't have to look down as much. I can look up and be like, "Hey, y'all," and be more engaging. But because nobody is sharing my stuff, I gotta share it. But it's okay. Damn.
Yeah, but also I think we need to show a little grace because people's automatic reactions we can't control. So I think that was just an automatic reaction, which is why I think he tried to change it.
I know, because I guess he thought about it, was like, oh, dang, I did say it like that.
He should have just acknowledged, like, I apologize. I didn't mean it like that. It just was a natural thing. He should have just, apologized for it. But
and Don Cheadle was like, I think his feelings was a little hurt. He was like, dang, he's not mad at Kevin.
Yeah, because he feel like he's like, oh, you trying to say I'm old?
Or maybe Don might have been feeling old that day. Kevin just put the nail in the coffin. And he was like, damn, I'm old. Right. We never know where a person is coming from, or we never know where their mental is with that. Don could have been dealing with something himself. And when Kevin said that damn, it just made him like, boom. But that was a funny clip. Molly, can we see that clip one more time? That was kind of funny. Can we see that? I just want to see that damn part again, Molly, one more time, because it was funny to me. It was. Molly gonna roll it back so y'all can see. If y'all just tuning in, what we talking about here.
Thought? No, seriously, it was a thought. It was a thought, and I blurted it out. I did not mean it that way.
He gonna roll it back to Don Cheadle in the interview.
$56 old.
Damn. I'm sorry. Because it was a thought. No, seriously, it was a thought. It was a thought, and I blurted it out. I did not mean it that way.
I'm fine.
Okay, but just understand, I didn't mean it the way it came out.
We'll take a poll on how you meant it with people here later after the show's over. But
I can sit up here and honestly say, buddy, that was from a place of love.
Got it.
Like, damn. Damn.
You didn't. If we could play it back right now,
play it back.
These are two different dams.
Play it back slow motion.
There wasn't no.
I said.
There was no like. Wow.
I said, damn.
No, you said the word damn. Do you want me to tell you how you said it?
I know how I said it, Don.
Do you want me to say it back to you how I think you said it?
Go ahead.
Damn.
Not true.
Fam.
Not true.
Fam.
I said.
Kevin.
I said, damn it.
Each time you said it, now it's gotten quieter and quieter. I could barely hear you that last time when you. And me, I'm 56 years old.
Damn. I'm sorry.
Kevin Hart is the trip. that daggone Kevin Hart is a trip.
Yeah.
You
But
know.
see, it was such a quick. It's like it came out and it wasn't supposed to come out.
But I have been in that situation before. Like somebody is shocked. It's shock. Like I was telling somebody how much weight I lost. They're damn. I'm like,
right.
What's the problem? You know, then they go and say, oh, you lost a whole child or you lost a whole. I'm like, get out of my face. Shut up. You know, but sometimes we don't know. But when you're hosting and you're doing an interview, you're supposed to have control of your feelings and stuff, all that good stuff like that.
Yeah, Kevin crazy.
He was.
So crazy.
Was that disrespectful? I don't think it was disrespectful.
It was,
but I do think he should say, you know what, I'm sorry for reacting that way. You know, but I didn't mean to offend you. That's what he should have just said instead of saying, I ain't say nothing. Because he said it and the whole world heard it. I mean, even Don Cheadle was like, really? Really, dude? He was like, no, I just said damn. I said, damn it. Why would you say damn when somebody tell you your age? Kevin was just shocked and he was responding. So that's what he should have been like, you know what? Oop, my bad. You just caught me off guard. I didn't know you was that old, but you look good. Follow it up, you know, with a compliment. But you look good, Don. You carried it well. That's why I was shocked that you was that old. I didn't even know you was that old.
But good morning, people. Yeah, let me go into the comments and see what's in here. What
they saying?
Angela is in here. She said good morning. Molly, of course, said good morning. And great day, Molly. I forgot to speak to you.
Grand rising, baby.
And Angela said never heard of it. She said exactly. What about here? So she was referring to when we were talking about China and everything. What about here? Molly said Kevin was being funny, not knowing it would hurt his feelings. They probably joke all the time. Nene said good morning, sis. Love always. Molly said he said he was sorry ASAP. Ernest Fluffy, yes indeed. Hey, it's not. It was a funny insult. Funny. Good morning. Gail said good morning. And Ernest said, Pac-Man, oh, you can see my shirt. Yeah. I'm in the office today, you guys.
You're in the office today. She's in the office today, people. Today she's in the office. So, yeah, we were talking about that little rudeness and stuff. We have another video. Now, before I bring up that other video, before Molly cue that up, you know, it's funny that everything that this person said, everybody hates Donald for what he stands for, but he was one of the president who told you the most truth and the most business that's going on in the White House. That's why they wanted to get him out so bad, because he could not be controlled. Because the Republicans, the GOP, y'all know what the GOP stands for, grand old party, good old party, grand old party. That's what it stands for. And when you say GOP, remind me of the good old boys. And when you say that, it reminds me of the Confederate flag and all of that negative racist stuff, you know. So the GOP could not control Trump. I believe, this is my theory and my theory only. These are not my thoughts. Because Trump started telling them the business, like, yeah, and another thing, like they got in an argument and Trump was like, I'm going to tell all your business that you brought the disease over here, that you did this, you did that, and da-da-da-da. That's why they didn't like Trump, because he told you the truth in your face. And people don't like the truth. The truth would do two things. It will make you mad. It will piss you off, but it will set you free. But it'll piss you off first. Y'all need to come back in and get a friend. Listen to this, what I'm about to play. Y'all need to share this so other people can hear this and see what we're about to play. Molly, roll the tape.
Our children are captives to unhinged Marxist educators who are pushing inappropriate sexual, racial, and political material on our children from the youngest possible age. They're not old enough to think. The current education system is so upside down that school prayer is banned, but drag shows are absolutely allowed. Just do whatever you want. You can't teach the Bible, but you can teach children that men get pregnant and that kindergartners are allowed to pick their own gender. You can't talk about the Bible. You would not trust these people to babysit your children for 30 minutes, and we should not let them educate millions of American students 6 hours a day, year after year. Our children are captives.
Now, what do you think about everything he just said, Louisa?
He's right. You know,
exactly.
This has been a complaint for a long time from a lot of people, but because Trump said it, no one's, you know, a great deal of people are not going to agree. The thing is, we have to learn to listen to the message and not pay attention who the messenger is, because he's absolutely right. He's right.
Exactly. And because it's coming from him, like, because you don't like him, that doesn't mean he can't tell the truth. Just because you don't particularly care for him, that don't mean he's not telling you the truth. You know, that don't mean that it ain't right. Don't kill the messenger because you hate the message that he's saying. But I agree what he's saying 100%. Even when he talked about taking prayer out of school, they take it so much. And our children is supposed to be our future. But how are we equipping our children? Just like when they're giving us that 30, 40, 30 stuff. And just like me and you said, as parents, that we want to equip our children the right way so when they go out, they can be successful. If you give our children all of this nonsense and this mess, when are they going to have room for our goodness, for our teaching? We need to teach our children. We need to teach our children so when our children hear some BS, they know what BS is. We need to teach our children, equip our children so they won't fall into that hole that everybody else is falling in, because the masses is falling off the cliff, baby. We got to teach our children that when my children see them jumping, he be like, I ain't got no parachute. I ain't jumping down there. This ain't no bungee jumping. We ain't got no cord. I'm not falling off the cliff with y'all. I wait. I digress. Go ahead, jump. Go ahead, jump. You jump. But I'm not. We need to equip and give our children the power of critical thinking. They're plain and simple. And you don't follow them. They programming our children the wrong way. And like Trump said, they telling our children at 5 years old in kindergarten, you can be whatever you want to be. They tell a child just need to be a child. 5 years old, point blank, period. The child need to recite their ABCs. The child need to learn the reading, writing, and arithmetic. You know, I don't know why they call it the 3 R's, because arithmetic is spelled with an A. So maybe that's what's wrong with a lot of countries and people. First of all, reading, writing, and arithmetic is not 3 R's.
Yeah, that's an old school thing. So let me read these comments, because Alan in the house. Hey, Alan. He said, bless up, Queens. And then he also said, that's why I kind of fucked with Trump. He was real and he wasn't sneaky. He said what he said and kept it 100. And that's true. That's one of the things about him that I like. No matter whether you agree with what he said or not, he's going to speak the truth. He's going to speak his truth. And you either can deal with it or you can't.
And he did not care about pleasing all the countries, pleasing everybody, or giving aid. You know, people say, well, if Trump was in the White House, he wouldn't have gave the aid to Ukraine. He would have put the money in his pockets and here for the rich people. Maybe he would.
Put no money in his pocket. He didn't even take
but
the
he
money.
would have told you the truth about what's going on. And maybe if Trump was there, maybe he could have smoothed over the war. Because I noticed as soon as he got out of the White House, the Biden first year in, he was forced to deal with Russia. He was forced to deal with China. He was forced with that mess with Afghanistan. It was like, it was so messed up that anybody who came behind Trump, other than Trump, was going to inherit a mess.
Yeah, let's see. True.
Let's be honest.
Alan said everyone has issues. Everyone has faults. Trump has always been a big mouth for real. He has. And spoke his mind. To be honest, he did more for blacks than Obama. He was on BS. So don't get me wrong, but he had his times that made you say what the F. But at least he said it true. That's true.
You ever said we're forced to pick the less of two evils? We're forced because I didn't put him in there to run. Y'all didn't put them in there to run. That's what America gave us and say, here, you got this mess and this mess. Which message you gonna pick? And that's what we did. We tried to pick the lesser of two evils. Now, what happened if we didn't vote at all? What would happen? If nobody
Somebody
voted,
would still got picked in the office
right? How would they have picked that though?
with the electoral college.
No, but I'm saying if nobody voted, like say nobody voted, who would have picked who? Do you think?
They would have went into the electoral college and chose. Whether we vote or not, it ain't got nothing to do with us. They're gonna choose who they want to be in office regardless.
Listen, how many votes would you had here? So they needed our votes to persuade or get those electoral college votes to turn states that was red to turn blue. And and of course they did it because they say, yeah, they needed us. Yeah, they did. But like I said, I didn't nominate neither of them two. Why can't it be people that we nominate? Our government is supposed to be just that, our government for the people that we elect to get put in there. But as you can see, common criminals can get put in there. Look at George Santos. Liars can get put in there. I need to write up a resume and hand it to them and run for Congress. At least I know that if I got in Congress, I would try my damnedest to do something for our people. But it seemed like the people that get in there, that's our people, they turn coat on us. We need people that's our people that's going to really reflect us and what we do. Because this election is coming back around again, how you going to vote? Who's going to be in there? Who's going up against who? They still putting some mess up there because I was like, wow, really? He got these many votes. She got 20. The lady that said she an Indian got 7% of the votes. 7%. She said she running for president. Trump got 43. Who's that's running with us? Not DeSantos. It's not DeSantis. The other Republican guy got 28%. Because I'll be looking and watching because I'm like, what tricks they gonna pull out now? I'm gonna nominate Molly and throw his hat in the ring. Weezy, let's throw Molly hat in the ring and see if they pick him.
They have a lot more common sense, I tell you that.
Yeah, exactly. At least I know he'll do more for our people, But and then when Trump said about, I know it's gonna make a lot of drag queens mad that they have drag queens in school. They do. They have the drag queens come in, story time, reading the books to the children, all that. Why is that okay? Why is that okay?
Because it's an agenda, and it's nothing against the LGBTQ community. But the fact of the matter is, since when was that allowed? Since when was that allowed? They don't allow criminals to come into the school.
This?
Because everybody wants to be conformed. Everybody wants to go with the flow, be a trend. But if they wouldn't allow criminals into the school, and I'm not saying people in the LGBTQ community are criminals, but you can come into the school and not dress in drag. You can represent who you are without dressing a certain way, because the drag queen life is a nightlife. That's not for kids. Prostitutes don't come in there dressed as prostitutes. Even if a person is a prostitute, they come in the building, you don't know they're a prostitute unless you see them at night. There's just some things that you are supposed to keep separate. Personal adult things should be separated from children. Point blank.
Yeah, I do agree, because let me tell my 5-year-old about sex. Let me tell my 5-year-old about birds and the bees. Let me tell my 5-year-old if he's a boy or a girl. If that's the case, then why do we even bother checking the box on the damn birth certificate? If that's the case, everybody will come out a eunuch where they wouldn't have nothing down there. We'd be like doll babies. But we're not like that. We're born with certain organs, and we are who we are. Now, what you identify as, that's something different. That's when you get grown and you figure that out in life yourself. But as a child, you shouldn't have to worry about identifying as anything.
First of all, let's just get this straight. The LGBTQ community.
Ain't nothing wrong with it because
There's
those are my
nothing
people.
wrong
I
with it.
bang
But hold
with
on,
it. That's what
no.
you
But this
do.
is what I want people to understand. This community is an expression of your sexual likenesses or how you
Right.
want to be identified. This is not something that should be pushed and forced upon children.
No, it should be
What
kept in the bedroom. Where's the modesty?
needs to know what they like sexually? What child, teenager, adolescent that are going through these changes, they're trying to figure these things out? That is absolutely fine if they come to this understanding. But the fact of the matter is, why do they need to know? Why do they need to know the different things that happen when they're not even supposed to be having sex?
Do you know that the normal adolescents is scared to tell their parents that they even think about sex, period, let alone sex with a different sex or different race? Let's keep it honest, keep it 100. They don't even want you to know that you loving or liking different. The normal adolescent, you don't just go out and tell everybody, hey, I feel this way, I want this, I want that. It's modesty got to come, and we don't have that.
Well, yeah, we don't have modesty. We have taken everything and put it on the forefront, especially with
Because everybody
technology.
did not need to see what you had on underneath, right? Nowadays, they don't give us good. They don't give a freak about wearing the thongs up the butt and you seeing whatever. But that's where your modesty comes. You don't need to know what I like in my bedroom.
That's what I say.
Unless you in there, unless we're about to engage in something. Like I said, kids and adolescents have a hard time expressing themselves. Do you like me? Yes or no? Mark the box. Let alone experiment with their body and sexuality. How about this? How about we bring health back into the school and into the curriculum? Because we had a class called health, and it taught a boy what his genitals was for, and it taught a girl what she had and what administration was and all of that stuff.
They still having a sexual education, but the thing is, they're including.
They have health.
Yeah, and sexual education. My kids take it.
But no, not sex education.
No,
health.
But health is in school, but they also have a separate sex education. I took it when I was in school, but my kids have it too, and you have to get permission, of course.
Right.
But the thing is, you can also ask what's the curriculum. You can also ask what they're teaching, because you don't have to allow your children.
But they don't teach that no more.
They do teach it.
I don't know, because when I asked my little cousin stuff, they was like, "Nah, they don't have that."
Some people may not have it, but I had to sign papers for my son.
How long ago was that?
That wasn't not too long ago. And Lanaya, or my 15-year-old, I had to sign something for her when she was in middle school.
See, but they changing the stuff, so I don't know what it is now.
I don't know what they're
doing.
Did
Lonnie
take
it?
Health. Lonnie, I think, maybe 6. I don't know. I gotta ask. I can't remember.
Because normally they give it to you in the 5th grade.
I was like 6 when I was in school. It was 6th grade, but when they was in school, I think it was like 6th or 7th. I can't remember.
I had it in the 5th. Tyree had it in the. I guess depending on your age.
Yeah, in the school, it depends on the school.
Yeah,
But either way, either way, it is up to the parents to teach children certain things. And first and foremost, what child do you want to know about sex? None. But people it's all an agenda. But let me go into the comments. Alan said Trump would not have made any deals with anyone. He would have cut a check. He keep that money in the U.S. Molly said Trump was loved by blacks until Master told them not to. Media decides who's bad and good. Now that's true. Alan said we need Trump. He said I voted for Trump. I like real motherfuckers too. Too much sneaky shit. Hi. What's going on? I needed someone to spill the beans. He let America know, get your shit together, save yourself financially, mentally, and spiritually. Now that's true. And two, people Trump was the man, especially for the rap artists. Everybody wanted to be like Trump. And Trump used to be with them. And Molly is true. It's true what he's saying. Anytime the media or society tells you not to like a person, we just kick them to the curb. Now he got issues. We all know that. But he's real.
Exactly. He's real. Who else is in? Oh, Angelina Floyd. Hey, that's my mom. That's my stepmom. Hi, mom. Is watching. How y'all doing? Who else is in the house? Can you see who's on the Facebook side? I didn't even know she was watching.
No, I can't see. I only can see the comments.
Where's Slicky? He always said, "I'm gonna tell Mama." There she go. Go tell Mama. Facebook side is different, or is this late? Because I see stuff on here, and I see the name, but the writing underneath is small. I would have to boop and make it bigger. But you are absolutely right in what Alan was saying about Trump and stuff. But he also said, "Would you trust those people to babysit your kids?" What you think, Louisa?
Well, I'm gonna say this.
Make it louder so we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, because I can't be too loud. But what I'm going to say is, just because someone has a preference sexually does not mean they will cause harm to your children.
Right.
You never know who's watching your children anyway. When you put your trust into babysitters, so I would say I would, but I would also, have a conversation. But you just don't know, and just because they're in that lifestyle does not mean they're harmful. They're human too. They have feelings, and most people in the LGBTQ community love children, and they will never cause any harm to children. Mm-hmm. So we can't do that. We can't say that.
No, that part right there. But as for children, because I do a joke about LGBTQ community. So, and I was asked, REESE, are you LGBTQ community? I look at it as this. I bring my own letter with me. That's D for disabled. So if LGBTQ is supposed to be representing all of the minorities, not just the gays and lesbians and then all that stuff, they're supposed to be representing all the minorities. Okay? So am I a letter bit? I'm a D for disabled. You damn right. I'll roll with them. And the black people supposed to roll with them too, because when they said Black Lives Matter, they was rolling with us. We need to unify that. They keep breaking everything separate. If you are going and marching for your rights, march for everybody's rights. If you go and marching for it shouldn't be, this community versus that community. It's not an even split. It's not. Because the LGBT community is going to be bigger than the black lives, black people community, because LGBTQ got every color in their community, every color of man and woman. It's not just blacks. It's every color, because every race, every creed, everybody got. I done seen some Indian. I done seen some Hare Christian, LGBT. I've seen it all. So I've seen every color. So we need to stand and just march for rights, period. March for your elderly, your disabled people. March for your veterans. And they are all different colors. We are all part of the same community. That's what I'm trying to say. And they keep us down, and they keep tearing us down by keeping us separate. That's why you always say separate but not equal. Because we ain't never going to be equal, because if we keep separate. Weezy, if I'm a lesbian and you straight, does that make me better than you, or does that make you better than me?
Nope.
No, right?
Guess what? At the end of the day, we're still people. Our sexual preferences have nothing to do with who we are.
Exactly, because at the end of the day, we are two black women. Two black women at the end of the day. And that's what we need to be marching for, that equality right there. Women rights. Because women, you do have a right, and the rights to be a black person. Because racism still exists. It's very prevalent out there.
Can we tap on equality real quick? Why are we trying to be equal to men as women?
You can't.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't understand that.
I don't try to be equal as you, because I know I'm just as good. I tell my child, you know better than nobody else, and you're just as good as everyone else. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? You know better than nobody else, but you're just as good as everyone else. That covers everything.
That's true. But what I'm saying is, okay, so we as women kind of have a thing where, we want the same things or the same responsibilities or the same treatment as men, but we still want to be treated as women, right?
We didn't want the same treatment as men. We wanted the wage. That's just like the Hispanics wanted the same wage as we was getting. We wasn't fighting about see, they get that mixed up a
The
lot with the treatment.
feminism, let's say that, the feminism movement, that's what that's about.
The
Because
feminist suffrage, they call it the suffrage movement when they was burning the bras and
no,
all that.
before that, but see where we are now. See, the feminist movement now is totally different than what the original movement was
Speak into
about.
your thing.
The feminist movement now is different from where it originated.
Okay.
Because now it's basically like, I'm better than you and I can do exactly what you want to do, but then in turn wants to be treated like a lady when you're acting like a man. And this
I
is kind of
never.
the thought. No, this is kind of how it is out here, in the way it is. But and no matter what you say, we can never be equal to a man because we're not a man, we're a woman.
That's right.
Why would you want to be in that position? I don't want to be in the position of a man. They have it hard as hell. I mean, we got it hard, but they got it hard. And I'd rather be where I'm at. And I think we get that confused about equality. We mix up what the equality part of the fight was.
See, when it first started, it was started by white housewives that wanted, and the only reason why it was pushed out there because they was the consumers at the time buying up everything and they controlled the money. So they wanted equal raise, equal pay. If they got to get out there in the workforce, they want to be compensated. Okay, that's how it started. Everybody was pushing, and when they got their right to vote and their equality and all of that, then it turned into something different. It wasn't about femininity. It was about money. It wasn't originally. It was not about femininity. They wanted the right. They wanted, if I mean you do the same job, and just because you're a man, you were getting paid $1 more. Back then, that was a long time. That's wrong. And it was paying you just because you was a man. See, and that's where the whole a women's rights, women movement took place. They never said, I didn't want to be a woman no more. I want to be a man. Now they spinning it into something else because they got men being women and women being men. They got the men out here wanting to be a woman, wanted physically. And they got women out here wanting to physically be men. This is something totally different. So it's not the women's rights, the way it took off. It done morphed into something else because the new generation, each generation is different or whatever. In my generation, they didn't talk about what's they call it, non-binary. That's something they just came up with. Look, when did that word come in? Non-binary. I had to look that shit up. I said that wasn't in the dictionary. Stuff is just coming. They're making stuff up and be like, okay, boom, it's law. This is what I think. Who thinking of this stuff? Who thinking of this stuff and introducing it to? Is it the Antifa people? Is it them that just want to keep chaos started? Is it the Illuminati? Where they getting this stuff from? When did that word non-binary come out?
I don't know, but it's here.
It's just crazy. And the definition of what the stuff means. Our children learn so much filth. They give them so much distraction of what's really going on. What are your children going to look like? Going to be doing? Could you imagine?
I don't even know.
Could you imagine Layla's children, Lonnie's children, Ethan's children? No, Ethan. Could you imagine? So
I know one thing for sure. The thing is that we give too much power to society and the government. We have the power to we give too much power to society and the government and how they're changing things when we have the power to make our own family or make our own atmosphere the way we want it to be. So
and we should be doing the way,
but and when you talk about my grandchildren or potential grandchildren, which I hope I get some because I don't know about these children, but when you talk about that, they're going to have a better influence. One, because I'm their grandmother, they have grandfathers, they have children who are raised by me and their father and other positive influences around them that they'll be able to instill that within them. So that's the good thing. And it's our job as people that know better to teach so that our children will not fall into
That's
these
right.
gaps.
That is right. There's no more big mamas. There's no more real grandmothers. So the grandmothers is too busy. Call me Gigi. Call me Nene. Call me Mimi. There nobody want to be called grandma and granddaddy no more. Why? It is what it
Because nobody
is.
want to be old. Nobody want to grow up.
But that's inevitable. Death is inevitable. Getting old is inevitable. That's a blessing that you get to see, to live to be old, to live to be 55, 56, because the life expectancy of us are short. I didn't hear what you said.
Can you hear me?
Muted. Okay.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
No, I can't hear you.
Why? I can hear you now. Why you can't hear me? I'm on, but you're muted. I see the mute across your mic.
No, I can't hear you.
Now you on now.
No, I can't hear you. I wonder if it's me. But
is it your thing?
No, I can't hear you. But can you hear me? I can't hear you.
I can hear you.
Did you get a phone call?
Nope.
Okay, I don't know what's going on. But
Molly, can you hear us?
I don't know. I'm gonna go out and come back in because it might be me.
Okay. We got to get ready to wrap it up soon. So when Blue Phoenix come back, y'all, I'm gonna have her wrap it up. And it was a great show today. I believe that we talked about some things that really needed to be talked about, in our society, in the Black community, for us. And and the truth.
Yeah, I can
All
hear.
right,
I can
can
hear
you
you
hear
now.
us?
Yeah,
Okay.
It was me. It's probably because the way I went through. Yeah, but what I was saying was, call me grandma. First of all, that is a
Put it to your
respectable
mouth.
title.
I mean, when you do it like
I said
that.
no. Call me grandma because that is a honor. That is a title of honor. And if my children bless me with grandchildren, and my bonus children bless me with grandchildren, they're gonna get them a bomb grandma. I don't care how old I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to be 40. Well, I'll be 40 next year, but if because my oldest is 20, he'll be 21. If he gives me a child now, I'm gonna be grandma.
That's right. The bomb grandma.
I'm gonna be you know what I'm saying? But this is the thing. We forgot how honorable and respectable the title of grandma and grandpa is. We forgot how honorable and respectable the title of uncle and aunt and mommy and daddy and cousin and friend. We forget about the honor in these titles and we take it and misuse it. And we don't appreciate it because nobody wants to grow up. Everybody want to get what they didn't get to do when they were younger. And we got to stop that.
Yeah, because that like you said, that is an honor. That's why it's not mommy and daddy, it's grand. See, I made my mother grand. You was just good, you was just a mom, you was just a mom. But I made you grandma. That's why you get that title. And the great grand, those are laudable titles. Those are prestigious titles that they need to embrace. And especially in the Black community, like we used to do in the past. We are coming to the close. Louisa, what do you want to say to our audience before we get out of here? Tomorrow is Wellness Wednesday. You gonna be in? Yeah, I got some stuff for y'all.
I'll be here. Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow. I think the only thing I really just want to say is let's take accountability for what we're supposed to do, what we're supposed to teach, what we're supposed to know. Stop putting all the responsibility on this here United States government. It's not their responsibility to teach your children or teach yourself or show you how to live or show you what to do. It's our responsibility. So anything that we have a problem with within this world, we have to change it within our household, within ourselves first. So take that handle, take that calling and fix yourself and fix your kids and fix those around you. And then you worry about everything else later. Forget this government. Do you.
Amen. Amen. Well said, Weezy. Because she the bomb and she can't wait to be the grandma because she going to be the bomb when she do it. Me too. Me too. I'm going to be the bomb grandma because y'all know I be trying to tell my son now. And you know what? it is, and like Louisa said, it just don't stop at your own children. You spill out to the neighborhood, spill out to their friends, so that they would know where they could go to get love, nourishing, and if they need it. Because it takes a village. And I'm glad that me and Weezy are part of the same village. I'm glad Molly is in the village. It takes a village to raise our children properly. It really does. So I'm going to bring Molly in here so he can close us out. Oh, Bar 210 tonight. Oh, guess what? I'm going to be hosting tonight. Yay, me. So come down to Bar 210 and have some fun. Let's do it. Molly Mall.
You say you hosting tonight?
I'm hosting tonight, yes.
Oh, man. You already know it's going to be a party. Oh, that's Kenny. Kenny, you all coming in late, trying to see what he said. I didn't vote for either one, Joe or Mr. T.
Joe or Mr. T.
Yeah, I ain't even think Trump had a chance. But good show, ladies. Hopefully we get somebody back in office that's going to actually keep it real with us. But I doubt it. They like to keep us fooled, blind. They don't like us to know half the things going on. Smart by them, but it pisses me off. I'm not going to lie.
They tell us what they want us to know. It's always something behind the scenes. You got to look for it.
Yeah. Tired of searching for it. They supposed to let us know, but y'all know that ain't going to happen. We back tomorrow, 10:30 is usual time. Wellness Wednesdays. So we been talking about health. That's be the good topics. But see y'all in the background. Reese, Louise, love y'all.
Love you.